At On a Divine Note, we explore a wide range of topics that nourish the soul and body.
From healing and wellness to relationships and spirituality, we dive into the mind, self-care, trauma, love, and so much more.
Join us as we create a space for growth, connection, and holistic well-being. Welcome to On a Divine Note.
Alrighty. Welcome back to part 2 of On a Divine Note, where we are talking all things peaceful healing with Rabiyah Jordan. In this week's episode, we're actually going to be doing a peaceful healing class. So we're just going to hand it right over to Rabiyah.
Okay. Yes. Y'all, we're going to do a peaceful healing class. So we're going to just show you just a little bit of how we doing peaceful healing. This is more like an intro class because these ladies has been in class and became instructors. So this is just something just so you can see how we do it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, we normally have a doorbell, but I guess
I can be the doorbell.
Yo, be the
I'll be the doorbell. Ding dong.
Mental check-in. That's how we started off. How y'all feeling today?
Good.
I love it.
Yes.
Mentally, how is everything going?
Mentally, I'm good today because I got some rest.
Good.
But I could be better.
Okay.
I would say I'm not at 100%. I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah.
Just with all the worldly stresses of life
Yeah.
and work and finances and
Yeah.
all the things. And as we talked about last week, just the pulling of everybody pulling your energy,
Right.
draining you. So yeah, I'm working on getting back to my
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Right. And
Normal
I can
stuff.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling good mentally, but I'm really drained mentally.
Yeah.
I'm really tired. It's been one thing after another with the show, with the podcast, the
Yes.
second show that I'm in,
Mhm.
and vocal, like I have all the things that I'm doing. I haven't been sleeping a lot.
Yeah.
So mentally feeling good, but just tired.
Yeah.
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 That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would definitely make a lot of sense. For me, I would say I'm actually I feel really good. I'm excited just about all of the things that's happening in my life. Also, too, it's overwhelming
Mm-hmm.
because I have the event coming up in August
Mm-hmm.
called the Family Force
Family
Project.
Force
Everyone,
Project.
if you wanna,
Project.
Yep.
I'll make sure you all get that information. Then we have the nonprofit that I just started. So that's a thing that I'm doing there. And then renewing my license, just different things that I'm doing just in life itself and still having more students that's coming, and teaching. And it's a lot. So I do feel like I'm doing really well. I also feel like I've been in a place where I've been kind of wanting to, or I'm not going to say wanting to, I've been hiding. So I can get my woosah on. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Okay. So today, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a breathing exercise. Okay. I just want you guys to woosah. So if you want to take a deep inhale, I'm going to do 4. We're going to hold it. We're going to breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4, hold it for 4. Then we'll do it again. I'm only going to do it twice, maybe 4, and we'll do 6. And then I just kind of want you to come into, be here, be in the now, okay? So I want you to take a deep inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now breathe. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Good.
Nice and relaxed.
I
Like I
needed
got
that.
some oxygen to
Right.
the brain.
Yeah.
Get that oxygen to the brain. And for you who do not know, we're actually breathing from our diaphragm. So we're breathing in, we're bringing all of the air into our stomach, and we are breathing it out. And once we breathe out, so the air goes in like a balloon. As you breathe out, you'll start to feel the calmness in your breathing out, whether you're breathing out through your mouth, in your nose, or just either or, you're just breathing out, and it feels good. So that's what we do. So we are now in peaceful healing. Okay?
We are here.
We are here. Exactly.
Yay.
In the present. Anything that happened before then, let it go. Now, I am going to ask, and before I even ask the questions, just to let you guys know, before we do all of that, we actually stretch. It's very important to stretch. You see her over here getting her nice, y'all know when she breathes, and it makes you feel good. So we stretch before we go in. All right. So today we're going to talk about comfort zone.
Okay.
I want to talk about comfort zone because that's something that we all can be a part of at no matter how good we're doing in life.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to bring that out.
Okay.
So the question I do have for you guys today is: do you feel like some parts of your life, as some parts of your life right now, you are still in a comfort zone?
Definitely. I think with work, like doing the 9 to 5 life, like I know it's something that I need to do right now, but my soul and my heart and my spirit doesn't want to be doing that and knows that that's not what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just thinking comfort zone. And I'm thinking about this hard because I've been really intentional about getting out of my comfort zone.
I love it.
Therefore, why I've been doing so much more. But I will say I could do more than I'm doing now. When it comes to getting out of my comfort zone and going after the things that I want.
Yes.
Like adding more things onto the things that I want to do. Like, for example, I'm still working on my website for like vocal lessons and booking site. Like I'm still working on that.
Right.
And I guess what is holding me back from that is being like in sort of a comfort zone. And subconsciously knowing once I get these things in alignment, I'm gonna have less time.
Yeah. So you're trying to get your.
I'm trying to have a buffer period.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I could say that like I'm in my comfort zone in that aspect, and similar to Naya when it comes to like my job. That's somewhat of a comfort because it pays the bills.
Right.
It pays the bills, and although I don't want to be there, it does pay the bills. And since it's such a necessity for me at the moment, it's a comfort there. And actually my job is kind of shaky now. You know, the company in general, not my job in particular, but the company in general is shaky. So that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say my job in some aspects as well.
Yeah. I actually like both of you guys' answers, especially to share what you said, being intentional. And then what you said, Naya, far as and even just the fact of going into that 9 to 5. And I feel like we're going to get to that, of course, but what do you feel like that's holding you back and why? Making you think, huh?
I know.
What do you feel like that's holding you into that job and why?
Fear, I guess. Probably fear, just like being scared of what that looks like really like truly stepping out on faith.
The unknown.
And then two, like I'm such a person where if I'm gonna put my all into something, I need to feel it like in my spirit that it's what I'm supposed to be doing, and that hasn't came to me yet.
Okay.
So that's another thing that's holding me back. So I'm just waiting on that thing, and I could probably be doing more to get those answers too. But then that's where the fear comes into play.
Yeah.
Like figuring out, like you're saying, like figuring out what you want to do.
Like I know this 9 to 5 isn't what I want to do, right? For the rest of my life. It's not what I was put on this earth to do. I know that. I was not put on this earth to be an office manager at a dental office. Like my purpose is way bigger than that. And although I feel like I know what that purpose is, I'm still looking for what exactly I'm supposed to do with that purpose.
Yeah.
Like what's
Right.
going to fulfill me every day and what's going to make me happy, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
because I stay in my head for so long that it ends up holding me back because then I waste time
Yeah.
because I'm just here instead of like here.
Okay.
Right. And
I love
I'm still what what do you feel like your purpose is?
I feel like my purpose is to definitely help people,
Mhm.
heal people. I've always, since I was a kid, like I've always been like that friend or that whatever that people come to, like they feel comfortable talking to, and you know, I give them advice. Like I'm always that person. So I know it's definitely something there,
Mm.
and then also something in the arts, and I feel like there is a way to collide the two. And so I'm just trying to figure out what
The
because
direction.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be so amazing and big and beautiful
Mhm.
and with something like that, like I just want to take my time, but I don't want to take too long
Yeah.
and waste time.
Mhm.
So that's
Right.
kind of where I am in life right now, and
Okay.
it's a hard place to be. It
Yeah.
can be a hard place
You
to
Because
be.
you're
want to
like
figure it all
you
out.
want to get out, but you don't know
But
yet.
Yeah, you don't know
yeah,
how.
And I think what you said is so important though, because with you waiting to hear that voice or to have that feeling, I think that's the most important part because you don't want to like step out and just like
And
say, "Oh,
not
this is
know.
what I'm gonna do," and
You gotta
then
know.
it it you fall and you'll
yeah,
always get back up. But
yeah,
falling
Exactly.
isn't easy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know, right? Because I'm not God or I'm not you, but I feels like you're probably where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And even though it's in an uncomfortable place or a comfortable place or somewhere in between,
Mhm.
it seems like you'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she
Yeah.
had the dream about peaceful healing and it was downloaded on
Right.
her. I'm sure it'll be the same for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that.
You'll get the answers for sure.
Yeah.
And it is also things that you can do to get your answers.
Mhm.
Just like you said, just doing more breathing exercises. I know
Yeah.
the Shira showed you the one yesterday.
Yeah.
The humming.
Girl,
The
I did that
humming,
yesterday
yes,
morning.
and it
On
feels
the
so
humming.
good.
Yes.
Meditation, writing. It's so many different things that you can do
Mhm.
to get out of a place of comfort.
Mhm.
You
Right.
just got to be ready.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Yeah.
what was the question you said? What is holding you
What's
back?
holding
Holding
you
you back.
back and why? So what would
Holding
you say?
holding me back from because there's various things, y'all. Y'all know
She's so
What,
silly.
Shira? What?
there's
You
so
know
many
she's silly.
things. You know that I want. So my I have everything broken out into sections because I'm somewhat of a control freak.
Yeah, you
And I
said
have to
that.
have I'm very visual as well,
Mhm.
which is why when I talk like this because I'm seeing things.
Everything right in the order.
But in my life, there's
Mhm.
so many different categories. So there's business and finance.
Mhm.
So for finances, you all know that I want to have multiple streams of passive income, and I
Right.
want to start off with real estate,
Mhm.
and then I want to have my own rental car company.
Mhm.
I want to have gas stations. I want to
Yes.
have like all these things, right? But I want to start with real estate.
Yes.
So that's that. And what's holding me back from real estate is procrastination.
Mhm.
Being afraid of not only being afraid of and this is going to sound crazy, but being afraid of success,
Mhm.
being afraid of the unknown, and being afraid of falling.
Yeah.
And all of these things, you know, if I'm successful, that's going to be a good thing. If I fall, that's going to be a good thing
Yeah.
because I'll be able to get back up
And do it all over
and do it again
Yeah.
and learn more.
Yeah.
And then the unknown in the journey, I know that the journey is going to teach me everything that I need to know to
Yeah.
be
Exactly.
successful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So all of it is in my greater good.
Mhm.
However, I always just am always afraid of like the unknown of the opposite of what I'm doing currently.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the first step would be to study and get into real estate classes.
Right.
And another thing is you know, I'm a mom. So even now with me doing my vocal lessons after work, with me doing the different shows,
Mhm.
with me just all the things that I do like on a weekly basis,
Right.
it takes me away from him. So I sometimes get afraid of adding more
Yeah.
to what I'm already doing. Monday
Yeah.
through Friday is busy. So me and him get to cuddle at night
Right.
when we're going to sleep and right before bed, and we're kind of pushing it. We'll watch a movie or show together, but
Mhm.
that's still pushing the time, you know.
Yeah.
So adding something on top of that, like
Yeah.
studying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
that's
Yeah.
that's also a part of it too, because and I struggle with that because I want to make sure that I'm present.
Right.
My mom was so present, even though she did a lot of things
Right.
like fashion designing. She got into peaceful healing, speaking, everything that she's always done. And on top of working and going to school, she still made time for us, and we still went out and we still did things of that nature. So, growing up with that so much love in my childhood, and just making sure, as a single parent, just like my mom was, being able to give him to him. So that's always been a thing. If it was just me, I don't really care about my time being sacrificed because it's just me, but
Right.
sacrificing his, you know.
Yeah. Something to live for now.
So that's in that aspect. And then, you know, we have the business frequency responders that I'm doing with Ayana.
Yes.
I mean, and I'm doing it because I'm in it. I'm in it and I'm excited, and it feels like that's something God called me to do. But there's also a fear of, or imposter syndrome. You have Ayana who does like full sound therapy. You have Lionel who is like just sent from God, like, you know, and you have little old me, like
who's also sent from God.
little
and
old me.
Yes.
special,
You just getting in.
sight,
Yeah.
like
You just
Thank
getting
you.
into it. Yeah.
But it's like, am I like, you
the
feel like,
imposter syndrome.
am I supposed to be here with y'all? So that's a fear. That's like hesitancy.
Yeah.
But I'm pushing past these things. That's why I
Yes.
say
Yeah.
I'm actually pushing past my comfort zone.
Yeah,
And then
that's
there's
good.
also
That's
music.
Yeah.
There's also music.
Yeah.
And I'm working with my producer, and we're doing everything that we're supposed to do to get the album together. So in each of these areas of my life, and there's more. There's even dating. Right. That I'm
Right.
starting
You
to
still
do.
have to have
Yeah.
a personal life.
Right.
Right.
So I have sections.
Right.
And in each section, I have comfort
It's
zones
yeah.
In
in
each
each
of
section.
them.
And I have to push past my
Those
fears
things.
and my comfort in each section.
Yeah.
So there's not one answer, but I guess
Yeah,
the
it's
majority of
multiple.
all of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
It's never just one answer, guys.
Yeah.
Come on now. It's like you're still when you get cut, honey. We're bleeding red. We're not bleeding green and blue.
Yep.
So you are
All
a
bleeding red.
human.
Yeah.
You know, a human being on this earth.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You're living a human experience. I
Right.
should say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. I'm proud of you, Shira.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're doing a lot.
You're doing a lot, and like seeing the growth in real time because we do our
Yeah.
classes together. It's like
Right.
crazy.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like right.
It is.
Over here doing all
Yeah.
the stuff.
She's doing everything.
Frequency responders, the music,
Yes.
the shows, like literally everything that you talked about
Exactly.
maybe a year ago that you wanted to do, you're doing now. So
Thank
give yourself grace in that aspect because outside looking in, you're doing so much more than you were doing even a year ago.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
And to be honest with you, I would like to say, just like what Naya said, just you know, give yourself your flowers while you're here because you both are doing what you're supposed to do. Now, getting out of a comfort zone is tough, you know, but you have started. But for Sharon, when Naya said, you know, I'm seeing it in real time, you haven't even told the people that you are about to literally perform for.
Opening up for Bilal, yeah.
Yeah, open up for a well-known, and then the fact where you gonna be at? Again?
M&T, it's the M&T Bank
Bank Stadium.
Exchange.
Oh,
It's the exchange.
okay,
But it's M&T Bank.
right.
That's crazy.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
And
here.
that's
It's
gonna be
big.
sold out,
That's
and
huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and I'm meeting
That's
so
a
many
big
good
stadium.
people. Well, not the
Oh,
stadium.
not the stadium. Okay. Okay.
It'll
that's
be
what-
at the exchange. So it's a part of the M&T Bank. It's not the
Yes.
arena. It's not the arena.
Yes.
But
We have to be a
But
part
it's
of that.
still it's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're doing it, girl.
So you definitely doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, it's not for you to beat yourself up. It's just for you to see where you at and what you're doing and what you can do more of or what you can take away from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because even if you think about it, no matter what, you have so many things that you're doing. You have this, you have that. Everybody have, you know, we have. But there's also things you can cut out and make more time on.
Right.
So those are the things that you got to think about as well. Like, what can I cut out to do more of or to take
Yeah.
away? You know, some things
Yeah.
you might just have to cut out
Yeah.
just to get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to ask you a good question is, if you don't push through the discomfort right now, where do you see yourself in the next year or two?
I know, and I've thought about that.
Right?
Oh yeah, tissue. Go ahead.
uh, yeah, where do you see
I
yourself?
know this for a fact. If I don't push past the comfort,
Mm-hmm.
my comfort zone,
Yep.
I'll be at my job
Yeah.
and
Yes.
I'll be working,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll also be just doing that.
Mm-hmm. So, and this is see how
Working and going
yeah,
home
Yep.
and
working, going home, and
just living for my 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with that.
not
My calling is just different
different.
and I
Yep.
want
Yeah,
more
some
out of
people's is
life.
different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want freedom
Mm-hmm.
and my job is a blessing from God. However, I'm not meant to be there forever and I can feel
Mm-hmm.
it in my spirit. And even now being there, it feels like, when you're just not in alignment with where you
Yeah.
are,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, I'm going in there and I'm good at what I do. I'm a corporate recruiter. I get people jobs. I help them out with their life. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
working for my company. I'm me
Yeah.
and my coworker, she's also in recruiting as well. We're the first people here about our
Mm-hmm.
company. We're selling them to the company and, we're doing those things. So I'm talking to people all day,
Yeah.
which I know is making a difference. And I'm giving them a job, something
Right.
stable.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
my heart wants to travel. My heart wants to be with my son and take him out
Right.
of the country. My heart wants to sing music and to help people
Right.
with the messages through my music and my tones.
Mm-hmm.
My heart wants me to do sound therapy and do
Mm-hmm.
frequency responders and help people physically with their body and to become in
Mm-hmm.
alignment with their chakras. And that's where my heart is. So going in an office
And that's not where your heart is,
and
right?
sitting at a desk
Yeah.
Yeah.
and being so, that will be hell to me. That will be jail to me.
Yeah.
Right.
And in a year or two, that's where I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, that is so that's what you think about. Whenever you in a comfort zone, you think about what discomfort will give you. How would you be if you're uncomfortable? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So where do you see yourself, Naya, in a year or two if you stay exactly where you are?
Probably same as yours. Still working at my 9 to 5. If I don't push past my comfort zones, I know me, I'm a type of person where I have to like take intentional time for myself and my
Mm-hmm.
mental because I do struggle with things like anxiety and depression occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to do like a little bit extra.
Yeah.
So if I were to just for 2 years like not do anything
Yeah.
for myself, I would be in a really, really bad place.
Right.
Like still be at my job, probably like not happy,
Mm-hmm.
not as aligned or in tune with the most high.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I cannot do
I love that.
that.
Yeah.
I love both of you guys. You ladies, I can't say you guys. You ladies answers, because it's that's the important part.
Mhm.
And again, like the Shira said, and I always want to reiterate this: it's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5.
Yes.
However,
Not for me.
people, it's not for everybody.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
It's not for everybody.
Mhm.
So I don't want anybody taking what we're saying out of context.
Yeah. Yes.
Trust me, they will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yeah.
So be mindful what you say.
Yeah.
um, so I want to show you some things which you already know because we've done it, but I do want to still share just some things of a ways of getting out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
We all know the first thing is number one. Who can name number one? The biggest thing. What's the number one?
Wait, say it again.
The biggest thing of getting out of the comfort zone.
The first thing to do.
The very, very first, the very smallest thing that you got to do to get out.
Make up your
Like
mind.
At that part,
Yeah.
change your mindset.
Mhm.
That's the first thing everybody has to do. Change the way you think.
Mhm.
Change your thought process.
Mhm.
So the second thing is, it's always good to write down some things you are doing that is self-sabotaging, and it's good to just see it on paper.
Mhm.
When you see it on paper, you see, this is me. A lot of people will blame the world for for things that they're doing, but a lot of us do self-sabotage. We do it all the time.
Yep.
So that's another thing. Write it down, get it out there, seeing what it is you're doing, and start coming up with some ways of getting around it, right?
Right.
That's the second thing. The third thing is write a forgiveness letter to yourself.
Mm.
So important.
Yeah.
We write letters to people who hurt us, harm us, but we don't write forgiveness letters to ourselves because we have done things in our lives that we're like, man, I shouldn't have did that. But you got to forgive yourself. Go easy on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, start taking you back day by day. Once you start taking you back day by day and being patient with yourself, because if you think about it, I'm just going to use you and I as an example. This job you had to go into. It was something where not even had to. It was more money.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to take some time, but you also went in there. But you also had an end game when you went in.
Mm-hmm.
If you find yourself being comfortable and stuck, or you feel like you could be stuck if you don't move, look at what your end game was. Write that out.
Yeah.
Nah, you came in with this.
Yeah.
This was the idea.
Yeah.
Now, how we about to exit?
Mm.
We know how we was going to get in.
Right.
Now, how we exiting?
Right. Right.
That's what you do. And you write your letter to yourself.
Yeah.
Tell yourself that.
Yeah.
And you keep that letter right where you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you keep it where you can see it, you living by that letter every single day.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So one more day.
Right.
And now,
Right.
don't say
Yeah.
10 more years,
Right.
just, year 20 and I'm still
Right.
doing. So no, you have to say,
I forgive you.
I forgive you, girl.
Yeah.
I
I need
forgive
to
you.
do that.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's a lot of people, a lot of us, that's what I did in my healing process. Anything that I tell you, I'm saying, you guys, you already know, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth thing will be write out all of your goals and work on each of those goals every single day. It should not be a day that you do not work on your goal. You want to get up in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever the case you may do, to go into a job, to work for somebody else, work for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this for me. I don't care what it is. You have to do it for you. Because like I told you guys before, and I'm going to tell you everyone now, each goal can take 20 steps. Even if it's, let's use an example goal. For me, what I had to do, I just did this goal. I wanted to start a nonprofit organization. What's the first thing I had to do? I had to research it. I've been doing research for nonprofit organizations for many of years. But I also knew that's the first thing, what you want to do is you got to research it. You got to see what it is that you need to do, what steps you need to do, how you need to do it, who you need to talk to, what needs to be filed. Do you need a business name first? Do you need an EIN? All those things, you have to do your research. Then you say, you know what, I need to talk to a lawyer or whatever the case may be. I had to find pro bono lawyers. I had to find this person because I knew my budget wasn't going to work with this. So I had to do this. It was so many things. But guess what?
Still made it happen.
I did it because I worked on it every single day. And what I did was I finished that. Once you work on that goal every day, you finish it. Now, not just you say, so you set the goal. So what I do is I create a hit list. Now, y'all know that hit list is serious. So the first thing you want to do is, let's say the hit list could be research.
Mm-hmm.
Research.
Mm-hmm.
Check it off the list. Second thing, make calls.
Yep.
Make the call.
Mm-hmm.
Check the list. Third thing is maybe text somebody who actually can help you out, whatever. Text them. Check it off the list. That's all you do.
Simple things, right?
Yep.
Once you do that, and you do that every single day,
You have so much done.
Yeah.
you did so much
Yeah. Hit lists are so great.
in less than a
Every
year.
time.
And
Yeah.
it makes you feel better about yourself.
It makes
Closer
you
to
feel.
Checking it off the list. Yeah.
And I was shown that from a good friend of mine. And when she said, "Big, you got these goals, but are you she told me about the hit list and how to do it, and it had helped me today. Oh my goodness! That's how I do everything. If I know I'm having an event, I'm doing X, Y, Z, and I'm checking everything off. I knew I had to set that schedule meetings, check it off. I have this, so I have a calendar. I stay booked for my own. I'm not staying booked for a job because I don't. That's not what I'm doing. I'm staying booked for me, and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now I have to. When you entrepreneur, you better stay booked
They
for
stay
you.
booked for you, right.
Because you don't get paid if you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. So those are just that was just 4 of many. What are some that you guys do? That you do just on? Do you do? I know you always set the goals. Have y'all been doing your hit list every day and checking it off? And
I have not been doing my hit list. I need to definitely get back to writing down what my current new goals are
yeah,
and making a new hit list. Now, I've
yeah,
done it in the past and I've accomplished like everything that I've ever put on there. So, but
exactly.
it's definitely time to do a new one.
Do a new one.
Get
Yep.
back into it. Yeah, me
Mm-hmm.
too. I'll do my hit list and then I won't
Yeah.
do my hit
Yeah.
list. Um, and that is something that I need since I'm a visual person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I just need it in a way where I could just like write it on the wall because I don't like paper.
Yeah.
Get a big whiteboard.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
already
and I
have a
have
board.
one.
She
I
has
need to
one.
just figure out.
Don't
Girl,
listen to her. She got a
you can go
chalkboard too.
shopping,
Trying to figure
and
out
I
how to
got
get
a
it on
chalk.
the wall.
And she got a chalkboard.
Like,
And you have a chalkboard?
girl,
Yeah.
you could go shopping in my house.
Oh,
You
I have
can.
so
my
many
gosh.
things that
You can.
But it's not. You want something else, like something cuter.
I don't know. I need to like put it. I want it just to be up on my thing, on my wall. Like it's kind of like counter cornered.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. It's just me. I need to get it together. I need to figure out like I need to actually utilize the tools that I do have already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because what I will do, like if I go home, I won't write it on my board. I would just write it on a paper.
Or in your
Right.
phone notes. I'll do that too.
Yeah.
And then throw
That's
it
a good
out.
idea.
Or just kind of like, oh yeah, phone notes. But
Yeah, no, I prefer paper. I'm saying, like, even though I have a board or something,
yeah,
I'll write it in my phone notes instead of, like, doing what I actually want to do, is make,
Yeah.
like, a physical list.
yeah,
Because I like having the pen to the paper and checking it off,
Exactly.
and, or a whiteboard getting to erase it. Like,
Yeah.
something about
Because
that.
you
It's
did
That
it.
just makes
Yeah.
it like
even more real. Like, I
Yeah.
really did that.
yeah.
Yes, I actually like that. Those
Yes.
ideas are amazing.
Sure, shut up. I'd be excited. So I'm checking things like, oh, yeah, I did that.
Yes.
I did that.
Yeah,
That's
I need to do
good.
it. I need to get back into actually doing it like
Yeah.
every single day because I'll do
Yeah.
it sometimes and not all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Consistency.
every day when you do those things, you just see you just see it, especially, and give yourself projects. Give yourself little tasks like, all right, you have, and for yourself, not nobody else doing it. You have to
Right.
be a person that's a self starter too.
Yeah.
Another thing with healing and peaceful healing and things like that, it cannot always be someone who's coming in to hold you by your hand.
Right.
Eventually, you have to do it on your
Mhm.
own.
Yeah.
So self starter is one of the best things you could be. Motivate yourself.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to go online to find a video for motivation.
Yeah.
Some people have to right now,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes you want to you motivate yourself.
Get to that
You're
place.
right. Yeah.
Motivate yourself.
Absolutely.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to open up the floor, and I wanted to hear what you guys had to say about whatever that was talked about, or whatever things you're doing. Anything that you want to talk about. This is your floor.
Well, thank you for just coming up with this class.
Yes, this is a
Of
great class.
course.
I'm glad that they got to see it. This is what we be doing.
Yeah, this is what we be
Well, I need to
doing.
get back
Talking.
into it. I've been busy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But this is what we be doing.
Yeah.
And comfort zone is never an old thing to talk about.
Yeah.
No.
Comfort zone is still always going to be relevant
Mhm.
because we are always going to get
Always.
comfortable.
Yes.
We're always going to get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We always do.
And I needed it personally. I mean, there are things like I told y'all that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, I need to push past this stuff. And it's so like, it's hard and tiring, but I'm going to keep
It
going.
is.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going, y'all.
Yeah.
I have no choice but
Mhm.
to.
Yeah. We can't go backwards.
We
so
cannot.
we don't look
Yeah,
forward.
you're right about that.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
what's next for you, like with peaceful healing? Like what do you feel like
Yeah.
is the next steps?
Well, what I did start, I started, so one with peaceful healing, I do a lot of one-on-ones. I am looking to get back into more group sessions.
Okay.
I did let go of my studio. However, I am going to at least start getting a place where we can meet in person.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I have Dashira, who has been doing sound bowl therapy for my peaceful healing classes, and we just did one for one of my one-on-one students, and she was so in awe that she actually got the whole packet. So she got my niece India. She does the massages. She got a massage. Immediately after she sat down to do peaceful healing, Shira came with the sound bowl, and I'm not even. Did you sing with the sound bowl, or were you just playing?
I think I don't remember.
Yeah,
It depends on
it was very
how I
soothing,
feel.
right?
Yeah.
It was very soothing. So she did that, and then she had the um her class.
Wow.
And the way that we worked together
She
was
was relaxed.
amazing, and she was so relaxed.
Yeah.
And she was more open and to speak on what's
Yeah.
really going on. It made her feel so comfortable. She always speak what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
She's a great person, come from a great place. Um, however, she did so well with that, and not only that, we're going to put that a part of our package, you know, and it feels
That's
good.
beautiful.
It's a part of the package.
I want that
Yeah, I
too.
want that
Yeah.
back.
I want it on me.
Yes.
Okay. I want
Yeah.
the sound therapy session. So we gotta get Lionel or Ariana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want the massage from
Exactly.
India, and I want
Uh-huh.
my peaceful healing class.
Exactly. And it feels
Sounds
good.
amazing.
Mm-hmm. And so that's what's been going on. I actually did start, well, my instructor, Dashira, she has been actually teaching. She's been teaching classes.
I've been teaching.
Yeah.
Yes. So she,
I'm certified now.
she's very,
Okay.
I'm certified.
Yes.
You gonna have to do a
She-
class on me.
I'm gonna have to
yeah,
do
she
class.
have to. She does. She actually became one of my teachers as well. So anybody who I'm not able to teach or whatever, sometimes I'm just like, you know what, give a different feel.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody have different feels.
Yeah.
And she just they be like, wow, she is
Thank
what
you.
she did is amazing. So she's been utilizing what she's learned because she's been in constant training
Yeah.
over and over again, constant training since it began. So
Yeah.
that's another thing. So we actually working on instructors actually working
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
I have been just like
The
Doing
it's
it
a
all.
lot.
the peaceful healing the wellness event that we
event.
went to at J Hill, where we met Jason,
Yeah, we
the
did.
amazing Jason, and
That
we
son is amazing.
we connected with so many people.
Yes.
Kelly, who's going to be on soon,
Yep,
who does
Kelly.
we
met so
Mother
many
Nature.
people.
She does
Yeah,
the like
mhm,
juices and stuff. We met Ivory Waters.
mhm.
I mean, it was such a good
It
event.
was.
And I
Meeting
was
so
so
many
proud to be
people.
there,
Yeah.
like as a peaceful healing instructor.
Yeah.
And I had my little sound bowl on
Yep.
the table,
Yeah.
and she was talking about like the mental and the healing aspect. I was talking about frequency and sound
Mhm.
and
So
like the
fire.
effects that it has on your body.
How it goes
And we
together.
got so much. We got so much. So many connections from
We
that.
did.
We got so many, like work. So much work.
Yeah, we
and
did. We
collaboration
got a lot
from
of
it.
work.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually need to follow up with some
I,
more.
I follow. I still do. You know, one thing I will do because I don't play about the business. I will follow with an email. I've been following with a lot of them, especially ones who was very interested in wanting to do it. I actually met a woman just recently. We talked Friday night, and we have to go meet her. She'll be here. I'm not even gonna say her name or anything like
Right.
that.
Okay.
She'll be here. The woman was amazing.
Mm.
I could not believe her story. Oh God, it was good. So I've been meeting a lot of people. I've been doing a lot of networking. The new project that we have coming up is called the Family Flourish Project.
Yeah.
So the Family Flourish Project is designed because I was told to help the children. That was one of the things that it was a when I was in the time of death. That was one of the things when I came back and said God's voice, or voice was saying help the children. So I was like, but I don't know what to do, how I'm supposed to do it. Like, you got to do it. So that's why I now have the nonprofit organization called Motivational Tea. We are now working on a 501c3 for getting the funding. Right now, this project is actually on me. Money is coming out of my pocket. So I found a sponsor who's going to help me with donations. I thought that was really amazing. She said, free? No, got to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was amazing to have her to do that. And
Yeah.
then the Family Force Project is for bringing the families together. I have a staff, which is these beautiful ladies here. And a few other people. We're going to be doing motivation, affirmations, self-care,
Some
some sports,
sports,
sound bowl, acting, yeah,
like just everything.
expression paint.
Yeah.
So we have a lot going on. So that's called Peaceful Healing Presents the Family Flourish Project, and that's getting more of my children.
Yeah.
You know, the goal for my kids, for the youth, is for them to stay adolescents as long as they can.
Right.
Yep.
As long as they can.
But
Yeah.
that's the good thing. Like
Yeah.
peaceful healing brings people together.
It does.
Even in this class right now, me and you realizing we were in the same place.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? In our lives, didn't even know.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
peaceful healing always brings you together, and even like with the wellness events, people are drawn to the peaceful healing lady.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're drawn to peaceful healing
Yep.
because it's something innately within them that knows that this woman, God has his hands on
Yep.
her.
Mhm.
Like, and even if they're not even spiritual, even if they don't believe in God, even if they can still feel it innately in their human nature.
Mhm.
Like, you know, so
Mhm.
I'm just always so grateful for peaceful healing, and it's helped me even when it comes to the other side with sound
Yes.
healing, sound therapy. Growing up in the household that I did, I've always known that I'm not only just a physical being, and I mean like from a very, very, very young age. And as y'all know, in my story time, I talked about seeing spirits. I talked about just having different communications, having a best friend who was a ghost or a ghost,
Yeah.
right? Who was a spirit.
Yeah.
And me from a young age always knowing that, not everybody has a connection to the physical realm, or I mean the spiritual realm, or they're kind of like blocking it out. So having a mom who was so open, and coming from a family like my grandpa, what is granddad to Naya? Her uncle, right?
Mhm.
My granddad, your uncle, is extremely spiritual.
Yep. Yep.
Like,
And my mom is that woman there.
grandma,
That woman
she
there.
was gone too soon. I mean, I wish I met her in person, but I met her.
Yeah.
You remind me a lot of her as her in her every time she do certain things, the way she do it. And it's so funny because they like the same height. My mom was very short too.
I'm 5'2.5". All right.
Whatever. She's
We're not
5'2.5".
5'2.5".
Please,
Now you're like
half.
5.
No. Oh God.
Now you're 5.
I don't know if she was 5'2.5". I think she was about 5'2". Yeah, no. She could have been 5'3". She could have been taller than you, as far as I know. But
And
she
at my inch.
she had it. She had exactly what
always
she
need that
did. She
inch.
always
Give
got
me
it.
my inch.
Always gotta. You can have your inch.
She got the
Today
half
you can
an
have
inch.
it. You got it today.
Basically, and my little shoes. I'm basically 5'3", 5'4".
No, you are not 5'4" with
Sure,
those on.
Please.
And right.
Really have a platform.
Girl, these have platform.
Girl.
Why you are silly?
5'2". That's giving you your half. 5'2.5".
Exactly.
That's crazy. And I'm taller than you, so let's not. Naya's
Is
like
she
5
taller than
feet.
you,
No.
Yes, I
Leah,
am.
Why do you
She
let
always
her?
say that though.
Why do you let her?
I mean,
Me and Shara are literally like the same height.
no way. You know what? I'll see when she's not
What-
paying attention and y'all got your
Yep.
flats on. We'll
Yeah,
see.
we will.
And I slump.
Bare feet, feet up. I slump too.
So I gotta.
Oh yeah, well if you actually you would be taller.
I am. Count everything. Got to count everything. Got to count it. So
Crazy.
You would
But
definitely
yeah.
like her for sure.
I
I
definitely
love that.
come from a spiritual background, so having that already like instilled in me. So
Mm-hmm.
going through peaceful healing class and I had my procrastination was extremely bad. My fear was extremely bad. Like all of that was extremely on the extreme
Yes.
Yeah.
side, honey. I had issues. Still got a little bit of issues. Still get a little bit. Not all the way good. But
It's so silly.
but it was worse. It was
Yeah.
better now.
Yeah.
It is.
But,
It's just so you're doing so well.
No,
So
seriously.
proud of her.
Yeah.
Good.
Now you're
proud of her.
proud of you.
Came
Proud
a
of you.
long way. Like, okay, let's chill on me.
Let's chill on a long way.
Long? Like,
Okay.
but yeah, so
That is funny.
all in all, it just brought me to a point where it's prepared me for my life
Yeah.
and to keep in contact with my spirit and my soul and God and be grounded in that. And so that way, when I go off to do other spiritual practices like
Yeah.
sound therapy and whatever else I want to do. You are the reason, you know, you are like, I'm so happy that God uses you in the capacity that he does, because
Right.
you don't even know.
Yeah.
What she's
You
really
don't
done.
know.
I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
I don't even
Honestly,
think
I just
words
like,
could like explain.
Right.
yeah.
It's crazy. I'm so grateful for you.
I appreciate you both really, because sometimes you just, I'm just who I am. I one thing I am is I'm obedient.
Yeah, and like
That
thank you for
is
being obedient.
for
'Cause
sure.
you could have gotten this download and did nothing.
Yeah.
With it, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes I
But your
don't want to.
obedience. Yeah.
I don't want to. It's not easy.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to receive it.
Mhm.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And speaking of this, literally on Friday, I was talking to one of my coworkers / friends, and something told me like earlier during the week. It gave me a message for her,
Mhm.
and I'll share the message. The message was um, that she was going to be meeting someone soon, like a romantic partner.
Oh wow.
And this girl, she does a lot, like, you know what I mean. She has her career. She just got her apartment for herself. She's just like a good girl, and she works and she works and she works. But the last part of her life was that, and you know, people were getting married around her, and she just felt like just a little down about it. And I did not want to speak what they said, because I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't want to speak it. What if I was wrong? What if it doesn't look like, you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know,
I get
right?
that. Yeah.
I wasn't being obedient.
Right.
So they said it to me at the beginning of the week, and then I talked to her again on Friday on our call through work, through huddle,
Okay.
and we were huddling each other, and it came up again, and this time it was louder.
It's always louder. Yep.
So it said it, and then I didn't, and then we were about to end the conversation. It said it again louder, and I said, hey, and I said her name. I said, I don't want you to feel afraid of what I'm about to say, and I don't want you to feel like I'm coming from a place that's not of the highest good. I said, but something, and I said, God, I feel like God has given me this message that you're going to meet someone, and it's finally going to be your turn.
Wow.
And we were talking about it for a second, and it was a full circle moment for her, because somebody else was just talking to her about the same thing, not about her in particular, but like timing and divine timing and God's timing and things of that nature. So when I spoke to her about it, she began to get really, really emotional and overwhelmed with like a really good emotion. And she said, thank you for saying it and being obedient. She said, you have no clue what that just did for me. And I didn't. And I was like, I really didn't even want to say it. You know, I'm silly. I was laughing. And then the next day, she had texted me this beautiful message and just was telling me how much she's grateful for me and how much she loves me and stuff like that. But you just never know.
I love it.
Like, you have to be obedient.
You have to. No matter what you feel like the outcome going to be.
Definitely. Yeah. And I definitely
That's
need to be better
amazing.
at that. Because what I'll do, I'll know stuff.
And won't say
I
it.
won't say it. And then it'll happen. And I'm like,
oh, I should have did it, you know?
I should have said what.
Yes. Yeah. That's always one thing that I even I know I tell you guys this all the time, but I tell everybody, I don't always know what I say. So when I talk,
you better listen.
You might want to listen, or you might want to write it down, because once
you might not be able to repeat it.
A second later, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, I don't know exactly what I said, because I am being spoken through. And
right.
I don't know all the time.
Yeah.
Why it was just that potent, but I know it aloud. It'll start off as a low whisper. It was like, say, call, like, mine's like, call who? I'll say my sister is like, call Dita. And then I just won't. I'm like, all right, I'm calling. Because sometimes I get woken up in the middle of the night.
You're
and
tired.
I don't feel like it.
Right. I'll do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Call Dita. And I'm just like, all right, I'm going to call her. All right, I'm going to get in the shower. I'm going to call her. Like, it goes boom. It's almost like a force that just knock your butt. And it's almost like, pick it up now. Like, and I'm like, okay, I better listen.
Like, all right.
And everything that I say, it happened.
Yeah, always comes to fruition.
Yes, it always.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So the
I love it.
name Peaceful Healing, I know it came in a dream, but it's such a powerful name, and now you have like been doing it for so long. What does peaceful healing like mean to you? Like when you think of that, what does that mean to you?
Honestly, now it's peace for me
Mhm.
because I'm living peacefully at this point.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm not now trying to figure things out.
Mhm.
I am now to the point where, as though I know what I know. I'm not going to lie. I will question sometime, like, well, why? And then I'll never get the right answers. Like, well, why not? Like,
Right, why not?
questions that you already know the answer to. So I'm gonna just need you to leave me alone at this point. Uh, not as harsh, but that's how it is. Well, why not? You know. So peaceful healing for me right now is living in peace. I'm more now, very, very mindful on. I watch more. I don't say exact. I have some messages that I have not said yet, but I also am not supposed to say the message. But I have some, and I keep seeing it, and I keep seeing this person over and over and over again.
Wow.
But I can't tell them.
Wow.
And I can't tell them because they're not ready to hear what I have to say.
Wow.
They're not ready to hear what I have to say. So I don't say it.
Yeah.
Right.
So anytime that I hear whatever is going on, I'm just genuinely happy for whatever may be going on. But I know it's not what it is. And the sad part about it is they have to find out the hard way.
Isn't that hard?
I don't like it at all. However, they're not going to listen to me right now. Not right now. Because it's not, they don't understand it right now. But years to come, they'll see. And I'm not going to say, oh, I told you so. I knew already. I just got to say, you just got to, okay.
Wow.
So I learned how to,
Right.
you have to learn how to shut up.
Especially when you love them and you don't want them to do
Yep.
the thing that, you don't want them to fall, but they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like you can tell a person, you can talk to a person until they blow in the face, and they're not going to do nothing until they're ready anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to if God himself come down and tell them, hey, they're not going to believe it's God. They're going to believe it's something else. Oh, that's the devil. They're going to believe everything in the world.
But what it is.
So I just don't say it. So now in peaceful healing, now that I'm living peacefully, I am very mindful in what I say and how I say it, and I listen to everything. Every word that you think I don't listen to, even if it's just a joke, even if it's like, yeah, girl, because and nobody else heard that, I heard it. I play very safe because I play everything safe, and I'm only going to talk when it's time for me to talk. So, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's so beautiful.
Wow. Peaceful healing.
Peaceful healing. And thank you so much for doing the peaceful healing class with us. That was nice.
That was nice.
That was
I'm
nice.
happy.
It was nice to be in a class together
Again.
I know, right?
It's been a little minute.
It's been a while, yeah. I've been doing my classes, my little one-on-ones.
Yes,
we used to
she
do
love
it
her one-on-ones now.
all together. I love my one-on-ones.
I know.
We used to
Hopefully
do it
you'll have me
together.
back, but
Right.
I don't know, Naya. I don't know.
I get it. I get it.
She be in like, girl, you gotta see it when her feet be on.
I be having my
She be
little
in another world.
Look, and then she don't got to worry about being on camera.
Yeah, she was just like, yeah, you know how.
She's like, I'm comfortable with my blanket and my feet up.
Girl,
She could just
she
chill.
be
Hey, you know that's how I be
I know.
too.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I guess I could move over there.
right.
I can move over to the couch. Oh my gosh. It's been so good.
It's so good, especially the comfort of your own home. She just be chilling.
Yeah.
But yeah, she loves it. It's so funny. I'm like, y'all, can I please get a group again? They're like, no.
Everybody
wanted to do
one-on-ones with you.
Everybody do one-on-one.
Yeah, I was the same way. I started
Everybody.
Right.
and then once I did the one-on-one, I was like, this is the way.
Yeah.
No other way. But
Naya,
then-
you were the first person to do, right? Am
Yeah,
I
she
tripping?
was. She was the very
You had the
first person.
one-on-one?
Mm-hmm.
Naya was the first
I wouldn't
person
take
to
anybody
request.
Oh.
I would, because you wanted to come to Peaceful Healing again, but you didn't want everybody to be in your business and you was at a vulnerable place. And I will take those because it's when you in a vulnerable place, you don't want everybody to know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you really don't
Mm-hmm.
at all. And because in my group classes, they have to do waivers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they can't
Right.
say what people say, but at the end of the day, you still don't want to have nobody have a waiver or sign no NDA.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it allows for you to just be more just like vulnerable and
yeah.
comfortable. You don't got to think about everybody
Yeah.
else, and
Yeah.
And then
So,
you don't
yeah,
want
I like
nobody
the
to feel like they being called out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
nobody wants to feel called out.
Right. But then you
Exactly.
got some people that need the support of a group.
Other group.
So it's
yeah.
nice to offer both.
It just
Yeah.
right, exactly.
So
But Naya was the first.
mhm.
She was the first one to say, "I want to do it by myself,"
Yeah, exactly.
not
and
know
that's
that.
where one-on-ones came, right?
Yeah, it actually did. I knew I was always going to do them. I just never actually did it because nobody actually
Right.
requested it.
And then it
So I
started
was
to be a thing
okay.
after
Yeah,
that.
me and my little shell, I'd be like,
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah, she was all
excuse me."
shy.
And then eventually we started doing it with Shira.
Yeah.
Your class.
Right.
I
Yes.
was like, okay, let me see.
How it is.
Right.
And,
And
then,
then I
and then
loved
you
it.
loved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you loved it.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
So
Is there any last things that before we get out of here? Where
Yeah.
can people book Peaceful Healing? Where can they find you?
yeah.
Do you go to them? Like, what?
Where?
Yeah.
Well, you can always book me on my website. My website is actually called Peaceful. Is it Peaceful _ Healing? Or no, Peaceful dash healing.org.
Yeah.
You can go there, just find out all types of information that you need to find out who I am, what it is that I do, how to book. You also could hit me up via email, and that's peacefulhealing@gmail.com. You can look at my page, Peaceful Healing. Everything's Peaceful Healing. Peaceful _ healing.
And we'll have it all of
Yeah,
those
I'll
on the
have it
screen,
because
too.
listen, I got so many platforms, y'all. Let me tell you. So I do have all of those, and what I do want to leave you with today, to be honest with you, is healing is a mess. Healing is it's a great thing, but healing can get messy. Because you're going to feel emotions, you're going to be angry. You're not only going to be angry at me, you're going to be angry at the people who may have did things to you, at yourself, at whatever. You're going to be angry. You're going to go through a place of just discomfort. You'll hit your middle, and then you'll hit the top. Most people get to the middle and they get afraid of what they see and they stop. My ask of everyone out there: don't stop. Continue to push and push and push. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with today.
That's
that.
beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for doing our class today.
Yeah.
Everyone, please remember to like the video right now while you're watching it.
Right.
Like it, subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to see you all come back next week.
Exactly.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching. Have a great one.
Peace.
Mwah.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, and follow us on all social media platforms.